What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got some good news. My wiring harness just came today, bro, and I am super pumped. Kinda, cause I got off late and it's getting dark. On the camera, it looks a little light, but in about like 20 minutes or so, it's gonna be fully dark. So we're gonna unbox this, show you guys the wiring harness real quick. It comes with everything. The instructions and another instruction paper. I don't know what it is, but it should be there. So today we're gonna route some of the wires to its specific location. I'm not doing everything today because this job will take me about a week and a half or so, maybe 2. It's also gonna be like a 4-part video, so maybe more. I don't know. We'll see how fast I could work. This weekend I'll be off, so I can tackle this a lot more. Hopefully the weather stays dry though, because I will not be working on this car when it's raining. So let's open this box up and see what's inside. Close that, put that aside. Oh, I also got a toolbox or a tool chest, whatever you want to call this, service cart, because I'd be going back and forth inside to grab tools, and I decided to buy this today. You know, the Harbor Freight US General was on sale, and I chose the bright orange one. So no more going back and forth in the carport. All right, nicely packaged. Ooh, nice. And then this is the instruction manual that I'm talking about. How to wire your street rod. Has all the wiring diagram, brother. Okay, let's put it right here. Boom. You see it? So every single wire that you see here is labeled. So that will make the job way easier. They're also zip tied to a certain location. Like the brake switch is zip tied. The ignition switch wires are all right here, etc, etc. So this will make the job way easier, bro. So I'm gonna put it aside real quick and take some of the stuff out. You got your switch for your high beam and low beam, and for your headlights and your whatever you call these, the corner lights and the daylight lights. All right, cool. Then comes with a whole bunch of other stuff. This is for the engine, pretty much. You know, headlights, all the ground kit, all in one box. Oh, and then here's some spade connectors on there. That's for your ignition right here. And then a lot of spade connectors and I don't know. It's a whole bunch of stuff, man. But the main thing we're waiting for is this bad boy. Yeah. You see it. Let's take this off. Let's remove that box out the way and put this bad boy on here. Woohoo! Just knock down all my sockets. Bam. Brand new fuse box, 21 circuit. Everything is, like I said, already zip tied, so it'll be easier. Yeah, I'm gonna start tackling this thing right now. We're gonna try to mount this in the car, but temporarily. So we're gonna block this port right here. We're gonna weld it shut and reroute the wires through under the tunnel. So let's do as much as we can today before it gets too dark and gets cold. Alright, so I mounted the fuse box where the old fuse box used to be at, and it fits there perfectly because this is a GM universal kit, so it should bolt up to your existing location where the fuse box was at. Now we're just gonna look through all these wires real quick and start routing them here, somewhere here. Probably gonna do it like over here, so go up and then go around here. So we're gonna hide all the wires, and then yeah, I think think that's the game plan right now. This is what I've done so far. I labeled all like the bundles of wires so I know where they're going. It's pretty easy, man. I already knew where this was going just from when I did it for my El Camino. This is going to the engine bay for like headlights and all the lights up there. And if you're working with wires, bro, I recommend getting these kind of zip ties because it's just easier to work on, man. Because look, at the end it has this little piece right here. There's going to be existing holes for you to put that in. But if not, you can just drill a hole according to the size of this. I don't know the size of it, but just drill, you know. But this is just temporary because there's going to be more wires going to the engine bay, such as the alternator wire, starter wire, and all that. So once I do figure out the routing, I'm going to cut this off and pretty much like put them all together so they're all going one way over here. So we are doing great. Okay, this looks like a total mess, but trust me, it's not. Since I labeled the wires already, we're good. You feel me? Help me. But the way I'm doing this is I'm rerouting some of the wires where I want them to go, rather than just like all these wires going down. So we're gonna loop them or put them in the side, and then pretty much just boom, put it here, zip tie it there. All these wires that's over here, they're, you know, they're going this way. The rear brake lights, they're right here, and I'm gonna try to tuck it somewhere over here all the way through. Maybe if I can, I don't know, I might be able to put it through there, but I'm gonna have to remove this part for the e-brake. But if we can put it through there, that would be clutch. But if not, we're just gonna run it through all the way over here. I got that little plastic piece right here so it covers them. So same thing as that right there. Put it through here, but we'll see once we get to the rear lights. This is a little tricky, especially going through the back, you know, because I gotta remove the rear seats. On the El Camino, it was easy because I didn't have no rear seats. It had a little hole inside the little tunnel, and all I had to do was push it through there. But it's a little bit difficult having rear seats. You feel me? Yeah, but we're gonna keep going at it, man. I am slowly losing my mind because I've been up since morning time and I've been working all day long. But that's no excuse for us to keep going at this. You feel me? It's not gonna do it by itself. You know, I wish it can, but it needs manpower, it needs woman power, you know, so we gotta keep going. And I'm gonna do as much as I can till my body says no more. We're gonna cut some of these wires eventually because they are too long, which is great because I'd rather have it longer than shorter because it'll be easier. I don't have to extend no wires. So this is for the cluster. You see all these wires right here, they're pretty much done, and the mess is looking a little better now. That bad boy right there. Check something real quick. Just the brake light switch. Alright, you guys are probably looking at this and thinking like, damn, that's scary. Which it is, bro. Working with wires is not for the weak. But a lot of these wiring companies are helping you out because these wires are color coordinated and they're labeled. So if you ever misplace one, all you gotta do is trace the wires, and it should come with instruction manuals which shows you guys all of the single wires that you know that's labeled. So yes, it's scary because there's a whole bunch of wires, but trust me, once you're done rerouting them or routing them to your specific location, it makes it easier. It gets easier. I did this to my El Camino, so this is my second time doing it, and I am more comfortable now. The first time, I did have a hard time, but reading is the key. reading the instruction manual will help you out in the long run, bro. And like I said, they try to make it easy on the people, on the do it your own. I am cheap, so I am doing it myself. If I ever went through with somebody that does a lot of these wiring works, they will probably charge me an arm and a leg. So with a little bit of patience and dedication, bro, you guys might be able to make this work, which we will make it work. You feel me? It's either make it work or make it work. There is no not making it work. Okay? Alright, so this is what we have done so far. I got some of the wires just routed up on top of here. These wires can stay down here because this is for my brake switch, which is going to go to my brake pedal. This one's going to be for my low beam and high beam. It's going to be a little button, like boop, boop. I'm going to leave it on the floor, unless I find a designated place for it near the dash, but I'm not trying to drill into the dash because we're getting it reinforced, so we're going to keep that clean. And then this can stay down here, and this is the light switch, the one that you have to pull over here. So this will stay down here again. We might have to shorten it because it is freaking long, but maybe I can just loop it around so I don't have to cut no wires. Okay, this is my dome light, so this can stay outside. I keep pulling it in, pulling it out, bro. So put that outside for now. And this, all this are going to the rear. And then I have one wire that's hidden right here, which I don't need because it's like power windows, power seats. So if we ever decide to do that, we can use this. You feel me? So as of right now, this is tucked away. So I can hide this thing somewhere over here if there's an opening, but I doubt it. Right here. Bro, this thing looks 10 times better. I'm not gonna lie. Just look at it. Yo. But I was looking through all my drawers real quick, and then I ended up finding my wire loom. So I decided to loom all the wires to make it look better. There's no single wire that's not loomed, except for like the blue and yellow one, the accessory wires, the extra ones. I ended up cutting it too because we don't need it. If I ever do use it, I saved it somewhere. Oh, they're right here. Put it right here, so if we decide to use it, we can just grab this and rewire it somewhere. Every single wire is routed to its designated spot, but this is only temporary. It's just a mock-up until my freaking firewall plate comes in, so we can weld this thing shut right here. Turn it right there. This whole opening where the old heater box used to be. I'm also gonna weld up like the other openings that's in the firewall, such as the old fuse box hole. It's like a square. I said hole, but yeah, it's a square opening, and we're gonna weld that hole right there too. That's where all the old wires used to come out. So we're gonna drill a hole right here. So the wires, like all these ones, they're gonna go under. So it's gonna be behind the motor. So everything will be tucked, bro. It is gonna look clean once we're done. And I am super pumped up. I'm excited, man. I know I'm working backwards, but you gotta see the bigger picture, man. You gotta see the bigger picture. But we're just gonna have to wait for the firewall to come in. It should be here by Monday. That's what it said. So once that arrives, I'm gonna tackle that right away. And then once we're done with the engine bay, we're gonna come back and start finishing all the wiring. Yes, sir. But I think that's it for today, man. It is very late. It is currently 2:30 in the morning. I've been going crazy with this wiring, man, for a few hours, maybe more. I don't know, like 5 hours, 6 hours. I don't know. I am tired. I want to go inside and sleep. It is freezing right now. Yeah. I can't even talk right now, man. I'm tired. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you guys want to stick around and see more of this current project and the future projects, hit that subscribe button. But on that note, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Peace. Good night.